right? 5 lads from Ireland, plucked from relative obscurity and told that they're going to be part of a massive boy band. OK, so far so what? Happens all the time, right? OK, now fast forward 7 years and 13 number ones later, and those 5 lads are now 4, but they're still in the very same boy band, and not only that, but they're still making and breaking records, and this is how they do it.
Everybody's looking for that something.
How's it going? I'm Mark.
I'm Nicky.
I am Shane.
I'm Cian.
And we're Westlife.
Raise me up so I can stand on mountains.
The band originally started off by myself, Shane and Mark were doing musicals together. We knew each other since we were about 12.
Travel the world with our 4 best friends, you know what I mean?
It's just amazing, you know.
Chart-topping Irish boy band Westlife are losing singer Brian McFadden. He wants to spend more time with his children and his wife Kerry.
Their 12th number 1 in just 4 years. It's Westlife!
It's Westlife.
Westlife have done it with a number 1 single and a number 1 album.
We could be more than just amazing.
It's like somebody coming down from heaven and saying, like, what do you want to do in life? And, like, this would be it for every one of us.
They're Nicky, Mark, Shane and Cian, they're Westlife! Got kisses off you all. Jolly good. How are you?
Very good, thank you.
Fantastic. Good to see you guys.
Good to be here. Thanks for having us.
You know, in all the time that you've been together, you've probably amassed a large number of fans. Quite a few of them, I think, are here in the audience tonight. But never have you seen your faces in a stranger place than this. That is a tattoo on a woman's back.
Yeah, it's
You know,
pretty insane.
had you seen that before?
Yeah, we saw it. We actually, I talked to her on the phone. When it happened, they asked me to, on the radio, to ring her, and I was chatting to her live on radio down in Cardiff, I think, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Down in Wales. She's from Swansea, I think.
But was that just after Brian had gone, or...?
It was just, she was going to get Brian done the week later, and Brian left. Honestly, I know it's freaky, but Brian left, and then, no, so she was lucky she didn't do it, obviously, but...
Very lucky.
Yeah, it's a very good tattoo, though, obviously.
Fine art.
It's fine art, without a doubt.
All of you are in relationships. A couple of you are married. Do you still get mobbed?
Yeah, I mean... No, not really.
Not as much, no.
Not as much. I think an awful lot of... Well, we'd like to think that an awful lot of people just look at us now as normal guys, you know, in a band who love to do what we love to do, and, you know, obviously...
Cian doesn't get mobbed.
Very good.
Yeah. We all get mobbed, but Cian doesn't.
Yeah, I'm going left out. You know...
I'll mob you.
Stop, my girlfriend, and get jealous.
I'm fine.
But yeah, anyways, next question.
My next question was going to be, do you miss it? I mean, if it's not happening...
Not what we've got you doing, that. I'm pretty happy with that.
You know, we've talked about fans kind of doing incredible things like the tattoo on the back. What's the kind of furthest a fan's gone in their quest to be with you? And try and keep it clean, if possible.
You get some nasty letter, you know, like someone hands you a letter and they ask you to read it in front of them, and the letter's very suggestive, and then they kind of look at you and go, well, what you think? And you're like, yeah, you know.
So let's just remind ourselves of the fresh-faced young lads that you were all those years ago.
That we still are.
That you still are. But look at this picture.
More stubborn.
Oh, actually...
Yeah.
Brian doesn't look too happy there, does he?
He never was really, was he?
But look, when you look at that picture there, and I know you guys hate this accusation, but when you look at it and you're all in the same kind of clothes and tonally you're all in black, you know, people were saying, a bit like tonight, when people say that you're manufactured, it drives you bonkers, doesn't it? But you can kind of see why they might think that because of the
black
look.
suit.
There's elements of obviously manufacturing and marketing in us, you know, but I mean, to be honest with you, I think there's elements of marketing in every band, you know.
Well, there has to be.
Yeah, I mean, you know, we were at the Brits the other night and all the rock bands, you know, looked like they spent more time than us getting ready with the hair straighteners and makeup and stuff like that, you know. So, I mean, every band is marketed, you know, and we totally were, and we have no problem saying that, like.
But we did put it together ourselves at the beginning. Myself, Martin Keane, come from Sligo town. We put the
Nicky's
whole band.
manufactured, you know.
Nicky's the man.
Well, we auditioned
Nicky was the audition, and Brian.
then, you know what I mean?
So yeah, we put it together ourselves. So in that sense, I don't think we are manufactured, but obviously we're marketed like every other band.
So, for example, when Robbie left Take That, he was kind of saying, you know, it's because I've got no autonomy in this band. I can't go out with anybody. I can't say what I want to say, wear what I want to wear. He was very controlled. Are you guys controlled like that? I mean, I know Louis is your manager. I know Louis.
Well,
I've met him.
Louis definitely likes us in suits anyway. I give him that. We were on a show in Ireland a couple of weeks ago, and we wore kind of casual stuff on it. And he didn't talk to us for half the night after.
Really?
He just loves us looking slick, black suits, white suits, whatever. You know.
So does he still get annoyed with you guys? I mean, 7
You know,
years on.
he's a very honest man, and if he sees something that he doesn't like, or if he reads something, he'll be very blunt with us, and he'll say that's not right, you know. And I think we've listened to him from the start, and I think that's a big reason why we're here today, because you know we take advice off people. A lot of bands that do what we do, they get to a certain point, you know, after 3 or 4 years of success, they've made some money, whatever else, and then they just automatically assume that they can go off and do whatever they want, and then you don't hear about them a year later. And I think that's one reason why we're still together, because we have listened and we continue to listen.
I've never seen a photograph of you guys falling out of a car paralytic. I think maybe some of the girls up there, I think may have done, but I haven't. You've never had the kind of drug scandals, the sex scandals, anything like that kind of scandals. You seem relatively unscathed by scandal.
Yeah.
You know, come on, please tell me.
That sound makes it sound
You're
quite
not
boring, actually, Davina.
No, that's what I'm saying. Tell me you're not boring.
I do think, you know, when we are absolutely legless.
You're going to say something else there.
And we, you know, I mean, we won't lie about it. It happens all the time. Probably once a week we're all really drunk. But, you know, I mean, it kind of works for us to a certain extent because people think that we're boring. The paparazzi and stuff leave us alone. And it kind of works in our favour, you know. So we just pretend to be boring to everybody and then get away with it all. It's great.
And just talk me through the fruit fight.
We were in South Africa, Cape Town, I think, yeah, and we did a gig. And afterwards, we
never got paid for that gig either.
had a...
And why not?
They threatened not to pay us for it. We basically had a massive food fight in the dressing room afterwards.
Slightly drunk.
We had a couple of drinks, and we were having a laugh, and we were going out that night and celebrate or whatever. And we started having a food fight, but basically, I got the brunt of it, if you like. There was 3 of them throwing stuff at me, and it was all fruit. It was like bits of fruit. So I was dodging it, and I was doing handstands, and I was unbelievable. Like, I dodged every one of them except the last one.
Which
and it was
was?
a watermelon. And I was like, come on, they're all like throwing stuff at me, like, and I looked behind, I was behind like a mirror like that, I stuck my head out, just bang. But it felt like I got like shot, like, and it was just all red stuff all over me. It wasn't that painful,
was
but
too
probably a couple of drinks.
Yeah, the alcohol numbed the pain.
Now listen, I just want to show you, because, you know, you were 5 and now you are 4, and in case you wanted to go back up to 5 again, I have perfected some Westlife moves.
Very good.
We don't have any.
I don't know why they're laughing. No, you do have
I
some.
think they're laughing because we don't have any moves.
No, but you have.
Kind of.
So let me show you one that I've sort of
Okay.
cleaned. Okay, cue the music, I'm ready.
Raise me up so I can't stand on my own. You raise me up to walk.
2 hands. Yeah, that's it.
I am strong.
That's it.
Well,
Thank you. I was getting some tuition there from Shane. I never stood up.
No, see, we had
That-
the only
that is
move
the
that
move.
we're famous for and renowned for is our stand up with the key change.
We need a stool.
Get a stool?
Let's get a stool.
Okay,
Is it a
but
Westlife
how
or
hard
one
is
of
it?
those
Can't I just go like
It's very,
that?
it's very,
no,
very
it's the
difficult.
way you get off
Back
it.
to it.
It's
very
the
difficult.
angle.
And it's
Is
the way
it
you sit
hard?
on it as well. Licky?
The way I sit on
No.
it? Who's going to show me?
You can also, go on, so. See if...
It's kind of like
Okay.
1 foot up, 1 foot down, so the
Yeah.
song's being sung.
Or whatever.
Tilt your head, keep showing.
You have a spring foot.
Always make sure your jawbones are nice to the camera, like,
Jordan.
depends which camera. The famous Nicky Byrne pout. And then if you'd like to jump up there.
Okay, hang on. I'm going
Which leg do you prefer to
I don't know.
put your foot up in?
Which leg do you prefer to throw across, Davina?
Yeah, head down. Which camera? Neil's camera.
Neil.
And then with the key change,
That's good.
Spring
What do
off
I
your
do?
left foot, nice and smooth.
stand up on your left foot, feel the
slowly.
audience scream.
Left
Ready?
foot.
Here we go.
Here we go, here we go.
1,
Now,
2,
And
3.
success.
that's very good.
Thanks. Thanks.
Keep that close at heart now forever, you know.
It's just going to be with me forever. Okay, so Mariah Carey, amazing. Diana Ross, duets, fabulous duets. Is it true? I've heard a rumour that you're going to do a duet with
We
Michael
won't be
Jackson.
doing Michael Jackson.
But is it true? Are you going to do a duet with him or not?
It's who knows? We don't know, to be honest.
Would you like to?
Louis spoke with his agent and did have some talk. So it wasn't just one of those stories that Louis made up and, you know, put in the press. It was, which has happened before.
Has it really?
Once or twice.
He's famous for it.
Once or twice.
What
Once or
sort of
twice it's
stories does Louis put in? That
The
you
famous one was
Shane
when
broke his
Boyzone
back.
had the plane crash. Apparently, he said in Ireland that Boyzone had a plane crash coming back from Australia. And, like, you know, the
Crash
Boyzone
land.
parents are reading this on the front page of the newspaper, ringing up their sons going, "Did you have a plane crash?" And they're like, "What?" You know?
Keane got eaten by a lion. He got attacked by a lion in South Africa. But it was the front page of the national paper, like.
And what was the truth of it?
We didn't even go on a safari. we were actually lying out by the pool sunbathing for 3 days. So,
I love Louis for that, though.
he's great. He's great
Isn't
like that.
he? He's got the gift of the gab.
Gift of the gas.
So the Michael Jackson thing is actually, there's a smidgen of truth in that.
But it's probably 50-50 realistically.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Shane,
Thank you very much.
Kin, Nikki, Mark, Westlife. Okay, that's it. The end of another show. A big thank you to Westlife, Martin Shaw, Patrick Kilty, Corinne Bailey-Ray, and of course, Pierce Brosnan. Next week, my guests are going to include Chef Gordon Ramsay, actor Neil Morrissey, and the Sugar Babes. Okay, that's next week at the earlier time of 7 p.m. because of a big footy match, England, on BBC One. So until then, good night. Trust me, I'm a presenter.
I wasn't sure where you were going with that.
Welcome to Ireland.
It's a very strange phenomenon.
It's your thing, innit?
You never got paid for that gig, either.
They said they didn't, but I think, I'm not sure.
You've done Mariah Carey.
Done a
Is
duet
it
with her, yeah?
true?
You hear a lot of... He's kind of soiled his way through life.
We're like any other guy our age that goes out at the weekend.
My friend just wanted to bring me out and get me drunk.
Quite weird seeing that there.
But people think we're different, and we're not.
No, I'm not trying to flatter you or anything, but you're quite good looking.
Go ahead.
Whatever.